The fans here in Cleveland are ready for a big win, but back home in Lexington, one former UK cheerleader has extra special reason to cheer on the Cats and the university.
A jury finds a Lexington man guilty on several charges and recommends a prison sentence of nearly 50 years. Hear why next.
The search for a group of teenage burglars ended after they crashed a stolen car. A nearby business captured the whole thing on surveillance video.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening. The countdown is on. We are just hours away from tip-off of Kentucky and West Virginia in the Sweet 16.
History on the line tonight for the Wildcats. They're hoping to get their 37th straight win, putting them one step closer to a 9th national title. Our Rob Bromley and Amber Philpott are live in in Cleveland tonight, where the Cats are set to tip off in about 4 hours. And I think it's safe to say, gang, around the world, the Big Blue Nation is excited.
Absolutely. All eyes on Cleveland tonight. Hey, by the way, for a place that has been really quiet all day long, the fans are starting to roll in here to Quicken Loans Arena, and a lot of Big Blue fans as well rolling in here. Well, we are chasing history tonight as we watch these Cats. Right. All of the guys playing really well, but talk about one guy who is little, mighty, and quick, Tyler Eulis.
Well, that's true, and you know, he's not very big. And remember how they said he wasn't the typical Calipari point guard coming in here. He has just played lights out. But it goes on the line again tonight. The Wildcats' pursuit of perfection as they hope to take the next step in this NCAA tournament. And John Calipari certainly has a ton of talent on his roster, as deep and talented his team as there is in the country. And he's been getting good play from several players. But the freshman guard, Tyler Eulis, has been getting a lot of minutes, running the offense and scoring.
I think he's in attack mode more. You know, he's a facilitator first, but he's also looking to score too. So, you know, it just adds another threat to his game.
He's just a total pit bull. So him going at our guards and bigger players, he's kind of figuring out how to score against bigger players.
He's just a floor general out there. You know, he can get everybody involved and he can score at the same time. So, you know, he's a problem for the other team.
Pit bull, I like that description. You will see it right here on WKYT later on tonight, 9:45, Kentucky, West Virginia, Midwest Regional Semifinal. And coming up shortly now, 6:30 on the CW Lexington, Lee K. Howard and Amber will be right here with me, and we will preview tonight's game for you for 30 minutes.
All right, well, it is a matchup tonight between two strong fan bases. Of course, the Big Blue Nation and the Mountaineer Strong, and they are all in town, that is for sure. It might be a long wait for both of these fan bases, but today when I caught up with each side, there was a little trash talking going on, even with the fans. We all know that the Big Blue Nation is a rowdy and proud fan base.
Go Cats!
Tonight, when the Cats meet the Mountaineers, the Big Blue Nation will meet an equally rowdy bunch.
Let's go, Mountaineers!
Fans who have come to Cleveland are ready for some good basketball. This season has been a great ride. They're confident in their Cats, but West Virginia fans we talked with had a little something to say about that.
But if our freshman guard, Dexter Miles, is willing to say they're going to be 36-1, I'm crazy enough to believe him.
Those are fighting words to the Big Blue Nation, but they aren't worried about a little trash talking because of what their Cats have proven time and time again.
Just play our game. It's our game to lose. Just play our game. I saw they got Willie Colley all up excited about that, so if the boys just play their game, I think we're good to go.
Yes, I think we will be fine, and that is for sure. You know, I would ask a lot of the fans today when I would say, okay, what do you think about the game tonight? Are they going to win? And they would say, are you serious? Are you going to ask me that question? I said, well, I just have to see.
Right, pretty confident, but the Kentucky Wildcats are a solid favorite here tonight, something like 13 points or so, as they have been in just about every game they have played. It seems like they've been a double-digit favorite. I'll have much more coming up shortly in sports. We'll hear more from Willie Cauley-Stein. But for now, that's it from just outside Quicken Loans Arena. Back to you.
And Amber, you have a special story coming up tonight, a little bit later in the 6 o'clock news.
I do. It is a former cheerleader with the UK, and she has a special connection with the cheerleading and then something else later on in life. So you'll see that coming up in just a bit.
All right, look forward to it. Thank you, Amber and Rob in Cleveland. What a change from the 70s yesterday to the 40s today, and we could even see Snow flurries tomorrow?
Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has a first look at the forecast. Chris, big changes.
Yeah, it's a small chance for those flakes tomorrow, but a chance nonetheless. A couple of days after being well into the 70s yesterday. Ugly look outside on our live sky cam as rains pick back up here into the Hamburg Pavilion area of Lexington, down to 44 degrees. But look at the feels like number. With that wind that is coming from the north-northwest at 12, it's down into the upper 30s. We're talking about a wind chill yet again. Oh, roughly 25 to 30 degrees colder, by the way, than at this same point yesterday. Low and mid-40s across the entire area. Still maybe a 50 far southeastern Kentucky. Getting rid of all that as rounds of showers continue to work in through the area. Nothing that is terribly concentrated, but just an overall ugly, damp evening across central and eastern Kentucky. Rains for Lexington may pick up a little bit as that heavier band works its way from southwest to northeast right along the Bluegrass Parkway. Guys, coming up in a little bit, we'll talk about the weekend, a little half and half action in about 10 minutes.
We have an update on a story we told you about last night at 11. A man convicted of a brutal attack in Lexington is expected to serve the maximum sentence for the crimes. A Fayette County jury convicted Perico Coffey on rape and kidnapping charges, then recommended he serve 46 years in prison. His family argues that's too long, but as Jordan Valines tells us, the Fayette Commonwealth's attorney says the punishment fits the crime. It's a story that's new at 6.
A 46-year prison sentence. That's what a jury recommended for Perico Coffey after finding him guilty of rape, sodomy, kidnapping, and robbery. The charges stem from an incident in December 2013. That's when Coffey kidnapped a woman from the Speedway on Versailles Road. The victim was eventually able to escape and run for help. Coffey's mother, who didn't want to show her face on camera, believes the 46-year recommended sentence is unjust.
It was unjustified. Kentucky did what they wanted to do. That's what I feel. They did what they want to do because we're not from here.
But Commonwealth's attorney Ray Larson says, to put it simply, the punishment fits the crime.
I'm sorry for the defendant's mother because, like I said, this wasn't the plan for her son. But her son did it. And her son has been found guilty, and her son is going to prison for a long time. He's earned it.
While each count carries a penalty between 10 and 20 years, Larson tells us there's always the possibility that Coffey won't even serve the full sentence.
He got a 46-year sentence, and they say these are violent crimes. He has to serve 85%, right? Wrong. He's eligible for parole after 20 years.
The final sentencing for Coffey will take place on June 12th. In Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
U.S. Marshals arrested Perico Coffey in Michigan in February of last year, 2 months after the attack.
The search for a man police say fired shots at a state trooper has ended. Manhunt ended this afternoon at a Boyle County farm. Police say that last night, 36-year-old Matthew Grider shot at a drug enforcement officer during a traffic stop. That officer was not injured. Police finally caught up with him and chased him into a wooded area, and we're told that's when Grider took his own life. A chase involving a group of teenage burglars ends in a crash. The 3 teenagers face charges after police say they took several items from a home on Breeders' Court and then took off in a car.
Police say officers saw the vehicle and tried to stop it. A nearby business captured surveillance video. You can see the car crash and then 3 people take off. WKYT's Victor Puente is tracking the investigation in this Crime Tracker report.
This was the dramatic end of the search for 3 teen burglars. The stolen car they were in shot across Greendale Road from Sandersville and into the parking lot of a medical supply company.
Just hit my car, the Ford, and then the other car, and they got out and started running.
The search began near Bryan Station Road when someone called police to report a burglary at their neighbor's home. They got the license plate of the car and police began searching, spotting it near Sandersville Road. They say when they tried to stop the car, the teens took off.
But because of their increased speeds and on these wet 2-lane roads, the pursuit or the attempt to stop the vehicle was terminated.
But those burglars didn't stop, eventually losing control.
Oh my gosh. That's not good at all. That's not good at all.
And then taking off toward this tree line.
And then I saw 3 youth jump out of the car and take off running.
Before Cox could go give a description of the 3 to police, The teens were already in custody. Police tell us once they searched that car, they found evidence of the burglary inside. They say they found an Xbox, a safe, a watch, and 2 TVs in the trunk. They say they also found some shotgun shells and a handgun. Now police say they'll work to match the property to several different burglaries they think these 3 could be responsible for. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Police say all 3 teens were taken to UK hospital to be treated for minor injuries before they were charged.
Being a member of the University of Kentucky cheerleading team means you are in elite company. The UK cheerleaders are on the sidelines and have a front row to every game.
We head back to Cleveland now, where WKYT's Amber Philpott joins us. And Amber, you have a story about a woman who says UK has given her a lot.
I do, Sam and Jennifer. Recently, I sat down with a former Wildcat who does say that the University of Kentucky gave her so much more than just an education and a place to cheer.
He hit 75% of his free throws this year. Average
the year 1975, the moments of the NCAA National Championship game between the Kentucky Wildcats and the UCLA Bruins captured in grainy video. And if you look closely, you'll find Kathy Bell.
I can remember that game to this day.
Bell, now 60, cherishes every moment spent as a University of Kentucky cheerleader.
We cheered the last game in Memorial Coliseum. We cheered the finals of the NCAA out in San Diego. And I just, those are memories that last a lifetime.
March Madness is always a special time for this former Cat. She's the daughter of a coach and has always lived and breathed basketball.
There's just a feeling inside of support, and you just want them to win so badly.
Being an alum gives Bell a deep passion for the Big Blue Nation, but she also credits her alma mater for something else.
I feel like my life was saved here.
Bell was diagnosed with breast cancer in 1994. She had a lumpectomy and radiation and moved on with her life. But it was her second bout with cancer 19 years later that led her to seek treatment at the UK Markey Cancer Center.
I had some pains under my arm, and for some reason they just didn't seem quite normal, and it was worth a call to my doctor.
Cancer had returned. This time, with the help and knowledge from her doctors at UK, Bell decided to have a bilateral mastectomy.
And if you wanted to have a good experience with breast cancer, I would say that I had the best experience that I could possibly have.
Bell is now healthy and volunteers when she can with the UK Cheer program. Her spirit now is turned to cheerleading for other women, advocating breast health.
Oh, it's critical. It is critical to stay on top of things. You need to know your body. You need to take care of business by having that annual mammogram. And just like if I had not paid attention to those pains that seemed a little bit out of the norm, then I might not have been so fortunate to have it a stage 0.
For Kathy Bell, the university has given her memories and her life, something that makes her even prouder to be a Wildcat.
Big thank you to Kathy Bell for sharing her story with us, and she credits research and education with helping her determine what was best in her fight against breast cancer. She wants all women and men who are fighting the disease to know that there is hope and to do the right things for yourself and take care of yourself and listen to your body. But she is an amazing story, and so fun seeing all of those old photos from the University of Kentucky. Back to you guys.